I would say you have to be flexible. You have to be able to kind of adapt the way you do things depending on the patient's personality and what they want. You also have to be pretty outgoing and friendly, open-minded. You have to have a really good listening ear. A lot of patients have gone through a lot. They've had history of this or that diagnosis or injury, and so you have to kind of be able to think on your feet too a little bit. It can be a challenge when you're working with older people, just because some of them are short term and they go home and everything's great. Other patients that you work with are long term, and eventually, after you've been there a few years, sometimes you do have to say goodbye to those patients, and that can be really hard once you've gotten close to them. There are other challenges when you're working in a skilled nursing facility. It's different from something like an outpatient where the patient comes to you. You have to be able to be flexible and work with nursing around their schedule, work with the aides to help them get the patient ready for the day and get them down to therapy. You have to be flexible around activities. A lot of those people rely on those daily activities that are put on, like bingo, and they don't want to miss those things. So your schedule has to be really flexible, and that can be a challenge. Also, you get people with behaviors, as you know, and if they have dementia, sometimes they don't really behave the way that they would have if they didn't have that, and they can be a challenge to work with too. You have to be flexible and figure out what they react to get the most out of them that you can in therapy. I would say definitely go for it. If you have a job opportunity to take in a skilled nursing facility, I would say you're probably going to love it. If you are nervous, job shadow somebody that you know, or go to a nursing home and see if there's somebody willing to let you job shadow them if you don't know anybody. I would say give it a shot. Older people love to work with younger people, or they love to work with anybody. Some of them don't get a lot of visitors sometimes, so just being able to work with somebody who really enjoys being with people is a huge plus.